Imagine a stranger found lifeless on a beach with no identification and a cause of death that remains undecipherable. Welcome to the mystery of the Somerton Man. On a fateful first day of December in 1948, Somerton Beach in Australia became the stage for one of the world's most baffling unsolved cases. Who was this man? How did he die? These questions still echo in the annals of mystery, unanswered. As the sun rose that day, the world was oblivious to the enigma that was about to unfold. A body, neatly dressed in a suit and tie, lay motionless on the sand. His pockets held no wallet, no identification. Who was this man? On that fateful day, the sight that met the eyes of passers-by was as perplexing as it was eerie. A man, impeccably dressed in a suit and tie, lay lifeless on the tranquil shores of Somerton Beach. His attire was at odds with the casual setting, almost as if he'd been dropped from another world. His pockets, a usual treasure trove of personal belongings, held nothing, no wallet, no identification, not even a scrap of paper to hint at his identity. The authorities were swiftly on the scene, their initial reactions a mixture of bafflement and intrigue. An unidentified man, immaculately dressed, found dead on a beach. It was a scenario straight out of a mystery novel. The investigation kicked off in earnest, but the enigma only deepened. The autopsy results were puzzling. Despite the meticulous examination, no clear cause of death emerged. It was as if the man had simply decided to lay down and leave the world, without any physical ailment or external influence. The mystery deepened, the man's identity remained elusive, and the question lingered: who was he and what led him to his untimely end? In a hidden pocket, a scrap of paper read "Tamam shud," a phrase meaning ended or finished in Persian, torn from a rare book. This was but the first of several strange and cryptic clues discovered on and around the unidentified body found on Somerton Beach. The "Tamam shud" note, intriguing as it was, only deepened the mystery. Its origin was traced back to a copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a collection of Persian poetry. But this was no ordinary copy. It was a very rare, specific edition, and the scrap of paper was a perfect match to a torn page from the book. And it wasn't just the book that was peculiar. Inside its hidden compartment, detectives found a series of letters, seemingly random, scrawled in pencil. 5 lines of cryptic code that, even now, remain a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. Despite the best efforts of code breakers and cryptographers, amateur sleuths and professional detectives, no one has been able to crack this code. Each attempt only deepens the mystery, adding more layers to the enigma of the Somerton Man. This code, this scrap of paper, and the book from which it was torn are all pieces of a puzzle that refuses to be solved. Each clue seems to lead not to answers, but to more questions. Who was the Somerton Man? Why was he carrying a scrap of paper with "Tamam shud" written on it? What does the unbroken code mean? And how does it all tie together? These questions have captivated the minds of many, turning the Somerton Man into a symbol of unresolvable mystery. His story has become a beacon for those drawn to the unknown, the unresolved, the cryptic, and the clandestine. All these cryptic pieces, yet none fitting together to reveal the truth. The Somerton Man remained an enigma, his story unfinished. His is a mystery that continues to baffle and bewitch, a riddle that remains unsolved, a story that is yet to be told. Today, over 70 years later, the Somerton Man's identity, his killer, or even his cause of death, is still unknown. The enigma of the Somerton Man has persisted, captivating the interest of investigators and mystery enthusiasts alike. Over the years, countless theories have been woven around his mysterious end. From being a Cold War spy to a love-struck Romeo, the possibilities are as endless as they are perplexing. Despite the mounting theories, concrete answers remain elusive. The case has seen a recent resurgence of interest with the exhumation of his body for DNA testing. The hope is to finally put a name to the faceless man and perhaps, just perhaps, unravel the mystery that surrounds his death. But as we stand today, the mystery endures, the questions linger. The Somerton Man, an enduring mystery, a story with no end in sight.